everybody, Lumiastream here from Lumiastream. I figured today would be a great opportunity for us to review our entire alert box. We've been adding a ton of features that you guys have been asking for, so let's do from start to finish what it looks like. But before I jump into anything, there's one question that everybody asks. What's the difference between the Lumia app alert and the overlay alerts? The main difference is that the Lumia app alerts control your lights, devices, they trigger automations, your actions, they focus on the back end of things. Whereas the overlay alerts focuses mainly on your visual and assets that are shown in your browser source. Here's a quick tip for you guys. If you don't know, you can hit Control K or Command K to open up our search bar. From here, you can type in overlays and it'll redirect you to our overlay tab. You're gonna hit the button that says add a new overlay. Make sure to choose the blank option, and I would title it something like alerts. You're gonna hit add a layer, alerts, and alert. This is gonna populate an alerts overlay for you. Once you'll open it up, you're gonna see that there's already some base alerts set up. On the left, you're gonna see all the platforms that you have connected. When you click on those platforms, there's gonna be a drop-down menu that will show you additional alerts. Let me give you a brief overview of everything, then we're gonna break it down component by component in the alert section. There's two different ways that you can set up alerts. One is having a base alert that happens every single time, or you can add variations if you want. For this example, we're gonna go ahead and add a variation. In each variation, you can define a condition that will allow you to trigger that alert. For this example, let's go ahead and use 10 bits. Under your condition type, you're gonna go ahead and add bits amount is equal to, and then add the amount you want. Make sure that you're naming your variation, because if you're like me, you're gonna have a ton of them, and then you might get confused which is which. Before I break this down further, let me just explain really quickly that if there's an alert that you're not seeing, you can actually go ahead and hit the add alert button. Once you hit that, it's going to redirect you to the screen. You're going to see the complete list of all the alerts that are available for you, as well as everywhere that you can connect with. If there's something that you do see that you want to have an alert for, just go ahead and hit the connection, and then you can set up the alert for it. Within the overlay alerts manager, you're going to see in the middle of the screen that this is where your display preview is going to be. This is going to display in real time the changes that you're making to your alert. Keep in mind, this is only going to show you a little bit of the alert. If you want to see your full alert, simply hit the emulate button. Now let's jump into customizing each alert. The main difference between the base alert and the variation alert is simply going to be that in the variation, you're going to see the variation name, the condition type, and the condition value. So if you want to switch up a variation from 10 bits to 100 bits, you can see here that you can change it on the fly. And again, it's going to show you in the preview, so you're going to be able to see that in real time. In the top right section, there's a status enable and disable button. A lot of people ask us, why do you have that instead of simply just deleting your alert? We've added this feature in case streamers want to disable it, and then maybe it becomes a fan favorite and they enable it again. Or heck, maybe it's a special Saturday alert where you're going to turn it on and then turn it off as soon as Saturday is done. In this case, if we disabled the 10-bit variation, if somebody gave us 10 bits, it would just go back to the base alert. It wouldn't have this variation alert anymore. You'll notice in the default message, there's a few words that have double brackets in them. Well, that is because within Lumiastream, we use what we call variables. These variables are able to grab that information and put them in the alerts. For the alert message, if you want to change it and add a different variable, all you have to do is hit the double brackets in pink, and that will give you a variable list. You're going to notice a massive list being generated, but the top ones are going to be the suggested variables that you can use. Now let's say while you're exploring different options, you accidentally make a mistake and delete half of the message. We've made it very simple for you guys to fix that. Just hit the use default message and it'll repopulate what was there. Duration is simply how long you want the alert to go for. Let's talk about our themes. We've added a ton of different themes for you guys to use for your streams. This way, if you're still getting familiar with Lumiastream and you don't really want to take a deep dive into it, you can take one of these presets, apply it to all of your alerts, and be done with it. Keep in mind that each theme is going to have their own features that you're going to be able to adjust. Once again, we are allowing you guys to be completely customizable with these themes, so you can go ahead and play around with each theme and changing the different lines and prompts and messages available. Each theme has two colors that you can choose from, the primary color and the variable color. Just a reminder, the variable colors are anything in the double brackets. You're going to notice that our themes have different tags on them. Some of them will say avatar, some of them will have media, and some of them will have both. It's a quick and easy way for you guys to identify which themes allow avatars and custom media. Media could be images, GIFs, and videos. Avatars are people's profile pictures. So when checking out our themes, make sure you're choosing the one that's best for you. Personally, I don't use people's avatars. I use my own custom media, so I'm always using the media theme. Max character per message is when a user attaches a message to, let's say, the bits or subs Lumia can adjust how long of a message you want to have displayed on your stream. Make sure to explore all of our themes because some of them have unique and custom abilities. For example, the PlayStation Trophy, you'll have bronze, silver, and gold trophies. Or this really cool GameCube animation. Once you found a theme that you love, you can go ahead and click the Copy to All Alerts button. Once you click this button, it's not finalized. It's going to give you a prompt up screen. This is going to show you what's going to be copied over and what's not going to change. So for this example, the theme, the primary and accent colors, the selected media, and the audio all will be changed. If you're happy with that, click the Copy Theme Setup. Now, as you're scrolling through different alerts, you're going to see that all of them are now in that theme. Let me go back to a default theme just so I can show you the rest of the adjustments that you can do for your alerts. It's just a lot easier to see if I'm showing you by the default. Within image and video, you can choose two options. In your visual source, you can choose a user's avatar or custom media. In custom media, you can use an image, a GIF, or a video. If you want to use your own media source, click on that feature and then use the little pencil to edit. You can either upload your own media, use URLs, use the Giphy tab, or the Tenor tab. Under that, you're going to see a toggle on and off feature of the Use Fixed Media Height. You can use this for your media sources, but a lot of people are using it for their avatars. That's because different platforms have different size avatars, so to make sure that it all stays consistent for your alert, I highly suggest you toggle that on and set it to what you like. In audio, you can use the pencil icon to be able to upload your own audio source and change the volume for it. You can also enable or disable text-to-speech in this section. If you want the person's message to be read out loud, click on text-to-speech and you can change which bot is actually reading the message. And here you can adjust the volume as well for how loud that bot is going to be.
Username, cheered, amount, bits. They said, message.
The next section right underneath that is the layout. You can push the image up and down, left and right. You can push the text up and down, left and right. You can layer the text beside, on top of the image, however you want. In text style, you can change the font, you can change the color, transparency, do you want it bigger, the spacing of it. You can change how your text is lined up, if it's bold, italicized, underlined. You can change the font weight, the writing mode, the text orientation. If you want it to be a scrolling text, you simply enable this and it will start to scroll. In this section, you can adjust how fast or slow you want it to scroll. If you have a text shadow, if you have a stroke inside, the color of the stroke, and if you want any background colors. As you can see, there's a ton of customization in the text style. We also have a ton of customization when it comes to the animation. You can have your alert enter animation different than your alert exit animation. You can set up how long of a duration you want it to enter and exit. We also have it set up where you can have the alert showing before your text shows up. This means that you can add a delay and it has this really cool effect. Not only can you have your text delayed, but we also have it set up where it can have its own animation of entering and exiting. Keep in mind, if you're setting too high of delays, you're gonna have to adjust your duration of your entire alert. We also have it where you can highlight your animations. You can choose what kind of animation you have and how many times that repeat. The next section is custom CSS. If you're like me, I have no clue how to dive into this, so I just leave this alone. But those who know how to use CSS, this is your playground. Go in there, have fun, adjust the alerts to exactly the way that you want them. Now let's talk about those who have the Lumia app alerts already set up and you guys want to bring that into overlays. We have a quick and easy solution for you guys. When you go back to your overlay, in your alert, there's a button at the top right that says Import from Lumia. Once you hit Import from Lumia, there's going to be a drop-down menu for which alert you want to choose. You can choose from Lumia your active alerts, all connections, or just your Twitch alerts, YouTube, whichever one you want to choose. In alert type, you can choose if you want to bring in all your Twitch alerts or a specific alert. And of course, within variation, you can choose if you want to bring them all in. Now remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about the Lumia app. Those alerts are more of the back-end stuff. So those who already have all their lights and their devices configured, you can now bring these in so you can add media to it. You can add different animations, whatever you want. Now you can customize and have best of both worlds. If you have any questions, comment down below or head over to our Discord and one of our mods I'm sure will be happy to answer your questions. And what are you waiting for? Download Lumiastream today.